Are you looking to go away traveling in 2026? Well, in this video, I'll walk you through the exact steps you need to be able to plan your trip, book everything and get yourself ready for the trip of a lifetime. So I went away to Southeast Asia for nearly 6 months at the start of January 2025. And I visited a lot of countries. I went to Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, Cambodia, Laos, back to Thailand briefly and then to the Philippines, and I had the best time of my entire life. And if it's something you want to do for yourself, to have all these different experiences, go and see these new places, you can definitely do it, and here's how. So the first part of this comes underneath planning your trip, and that includes having a first destination and a rough timeline. You know, you don't have to plan out every single part of your trip. It's actually best not to do that because you want to stay flexible and not rigid, so you can change your plans at a moment's notice depending on what's going on. But having that first place in your mind and where you want to go roughly for how long gives you a little bit of structure to start your trip, have a bit of stability to then make your next decision and your next move. So for myself, it was Thailand 2025 in January. I landed at Bangkok airport and I already had a hotel booked for my first night. So I didn't want to get there and have nothing booked and start stressing out. So I had that sorted and it gives you a little bit of stability. And then for me, I had my first night just to settle. Then I started a group tour the very next day with Gap 360. And this was the 25-day Thai adventure and it was one of the best things I ever did. Met so many great people and had one of the best experiences of my entire life. But whilst I would recommend this, you really don't need to do this. You can plan a whole trip for yourself or with your friends, whatever works best for you and whatever your current situation is. A lot of people have asked, oh yeah, but what do I do in these countries? How do I plan my trip? The best advice I would give is, like I say, I went on this group tour with Gap 360. Look at these tour companies' itineraries. You've got Gap 360, you've got Intro Travel. There's so many of these tour operators around. Go look at their Thailand pages or whatever country on their websites. Look at their itineraries for each country and you can literally look at all the main hotspots and all the main destinations they hit and adapt it for what you want to do. And these are basically the main points you should hit in each country because they're selected for the tour that they want to show off for the best places to go for the tour people. So you can take their itinerary and use it as sort of a loose guide to adapt to what you want to do and then make any changes as per necessary. And the benefit of that is it gives you a bit of direction, a bit of purpose and a few day-to-day ideas so you're not stuck what to do, but also at the fraction of the cost. The good thing about going on the tour is that it's all sorted for you, the accommodation, the transport. Obviously you're with people already, what restaurants you're going to and stuff. With yourself, it is a fraction of the cost because you can select and pick and choose what you want to do and you don't pay a premium of having a tour sorting it out all for you, but you do have that added stress of having to decide each thing as you go along. But if you are doing it for yourself, I would definitely recommend going and look at these tour operators' itineraries and adapting it as per necessary. Another way to plan your trip is to use social media for ideas. Basically, I try to stay off TikTok as much as possible because it completely rots my brain. However, TikTok is the best social media app for recommendations. If you go on there and type in the location you're going and things to do or places to eat, such as Bangkok, things to do, places to eat, it has the best recommendations. I don't know how, but it's better than YouTube Shorts or Instagram or Twitter to find these recommendations. It just has everything you need in one place and it's one of the best ways I use to find recommendations when I was solo traveling on my own. You can of course also look at other travel creators, where they've been, where they made great videos about before, or join things like Facebook groups, Facebook communities, where people are giving their ideas, their suggestions, and it's always good to have a little bit of a plan so you know what you're gonna do each day. Or a big thing I would recommend, ChatGPT. It's AI, it's 2026. Use what's available to you. ChatGPT can literally create you an itinerary, a week itinerary, a month itinerary, a day itinerary to your exact budget, hitting all the spots you want to in about 2 seconds. Literally ask it, what should I do in Bangkok today? Give me the food recommendation spots, give me the itinerary, give me how much it's gonna cost as a rough budget, what transport shall I use? It will spit it out in a couple of seconds. People know these tools and stuff are there, but they forget to use them. So use what's available to you and it can really help save your time and money. But most importantly, stress, because you don't have to think it all for yourself. The second part of planning your trip, I suppose, is choosing accommodation. And there's many ways you can do this. You can, of course, like I said, use TikTok, ChatGPT to suggest good places to go to. And if you're traveling with a partner or with a friend, obviously you can use booking apps like Booking.com, Agoda, anything like that. Filter by price if you're on a budget, or 5-star if you want to go really high, but if to do what's best for you. If you are backpacking and looking to meet new people, I recommend using Hostelworld. You can literally go on the app, type in the place you're going, look at all the photos, look at all the reviews, look at the distance, the nearest landmark or wherever you want to see. And it even gives you the photos, what the rooms look like inside, what the sort of common areas look like, so that you can get a feel for it. It's even got private rooms or dorms of varying numbers, but you can choose for yourself based on your own preferences. Depending on what season you decide to go to which country, these places can sell out fast or become more expensive in peak season as we move into January, February, as these are the peak tourist months for places like Thailand. Of course, different accommodations and different hostels have different styles. Like some might be a party hostel, some might be more chill, some might be by the beach, some will be in the city, some not really based near any landmarks, and that all factors into the main price. I would definitely recommend going on these apps, doing your research, looking at the reviews, speaking to anybody you can before booking something, because you don't want to get somewhere and realise you made the wrong decision and potentially have to spend more money to change it to somewhere else you want to stay. And yeah, it's peak season, so I try to book as early as possible to get the best deals. However, even if you do book the day before, deals still can be found. So don't think you're too late. Good deals and good prices can be found at any time of year. However, if you book in advance, you're probably more likely to get a better deal for your money. In terms of travel between different locations, there are some main apps and tips I would definitely recommend. If you're traveling in cities such as Bangkok or other places, they often have Bolt or Grab, so you can use them for taxis. But the main two apps I would recommend, first of all, is Skyscanner. And for that, you can book your flight either from one country to another or internal flights in the same country. It often shows you the best deals, the best prices, and you can choose your own dates and make it flexible for your own needs. It gives you all the information about baggage, carry-on, checked bag, whatever you need to do for your own situation and your own preferences. So I definitely recommend going on a Skyscanner, typing in your dates, typing in your locations, seeing what deal you can get. It's the app I always use, and it got me everywhere I needed to go in Southeast Asia. And the second best app I'd recommend is called One2Go Asia. One2Go Asia, 12Go Asia, whatever they call it. But in Asia, I think it's the best app for navigating your transport in a country. You can go on there, say you want to go from Bangkok to Chiang Mai, type in your dates, and it tells you all the options. It tells you if there's a flight option, it tells you the sleeper bus option. If you're going from one place to an island, you can select an option to get a bus and a ferry, includes it all in one. You can get an overnight sleeper bus all the way to a ferry port and ferry included. I definitely recommend going on One2Go Asia if you're looking to plan your transport in a country. It can save you so much stress, 100%. In terms of spending money, budgeting, saving for when you're going out there, it's quite hard to tell you how you should save for your own trip. I suppose it's just a thinking of if you want to have as much freedom and flexibility whilst you're out there and put a little bit aside each month for your time away and have that little bit of delayed gratification, you'll thank yourself in the future. That's what I did. It was nothing major. I just put a little bit to the side each month, and that built up to a little bit of a collection over time, and it gives you some spending money to enjoy with a bit of freedom whilst you're away. I'd create a little travel fund, a little travel account, and as soon as you get paid, put the money into that account instantly and don't touch it. Take your money you're going to use to enjoy yourself when you're away and stick to it. That's my best advice. If you stay consistent with that month on month instead of trying to chase, putting a lot of money aside at the end, I think you'll thank yourself later. In terms of when you're out there, I think the best advice I can give you is stay flexible. Things change, plans change, what you want to do changes, weather changes, circumstances outside of your control change. So stay flexible. Don't book all your hotels all before you go, and your hostels and your flights and your activities. Things change, things get in the way. You might not even realise what's going to happen at one time, but then you think, oh, why did I do that? Now things have all messed up and it's not worked out how I thought it would go. So stay flexible. You can book a week in advance, maybe even 2 weeks. You can do whatever you want, to be honest, but I would definitely recommend to have the most optimum time for things to go as well as they can. Stay flexible as much as possible and remain open to whatever life might throw at you when you're away on your trip. And in terms of a mindset for yourself while you're away, try and enjoy all the hiccups, embrace them all. Things are going to go wrong. There's going to be stressful days. You think, you know, what am I doing? Why am I here? But it's all part of it. You'll definitely look back in the future and be like, I'm glad I did that. It's a great experience to look back on it with great fondness. So try and enjoy everything you can. Try and stay in the present moment. It's hard to do when you're there. I don't always do it myself, but try not to let things stress you out. You're going to be in amazing countries, amazing weather most likely, doing activities every single day that you don't normally get to do when you're back at home, and you're going to be so glad you did it. So try and make the most of it, because you're going to remember it forever. I know it's been quite a brief video, but I just wanted to pack it in as much as possible. I've seen a lot of these videos before and they don't get to the point, and it's quite annoying. So if I can just try and jam pack everything into this little video, hopefully it can help you out. These are the things I did. This is how I navigated myself in Southeast Asia for around 6 months, and it contributed to being one of the best times of my entire life. But the final bit of advice I will leave you on as we come to the end of this video is don't wait. Just do it. Don't know how old you are watching this video right now, but nobody in the world is getting any younger at any point. So if it's something you want to do, just go for it. There's never going to be a right time. Things are always going to get in the way. You're always going to think, oh, I'll do it once I achieve that, or I'll do it once I achieve this, once I pass this exam, once I get this thing, once I hit this milestone in life. Things are always going to crop in the way after the next thing. So if you keep putting it off and keep pushing it down the line, you're always going to regret it, and you're going to say, I wish I did that when I was younger. I had to get that little name plug in there. Sorry, I know that cringed myself out, but it's true. I'm no travel guru. I'm just a normal person who had a great experience. I'm just trying to share some advice with other people to try and help other people have an amazing experience as well that they will remember forever. So hopefully this can act as some sort of inspiration or a bit of motivation to you to go out there, go and see things in the world, go and have some unforgettable experiences you're going to remember forever and have the very best time, because 2026 is the new year. You can go and see so many things and have the best year of your life. So with that all being said, thank you very much for watching. Let me know if this did help you in the comments at all. Leave any other advice for other people who may be going in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe to I Wish I Did That When I Was Younger, or I Wish I Did That Travel on all socials. Thank you very much for your time. See you in the next video. Abash.